guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Goku with his new power, the Sacred Ozarus, would begin to channel all the power that his body was capable of resisting. While the Queen of Destruction was still out of combat, Goku was even able to see a large golden light all over the place he was. But to everyone's surprise, several chains were able to hold Goku's arms. That's the same thing I thought. Even our own power tries to stop us.
That's because you don't have the Sacred Ozarus training. That's why even your body refuses to admit the full power of the 12 Sacred Ozarus.
Damn, I want to master all this power. From what I understood, I've been able to master the 11 Sacred Ozarus, but I'm missing one, and that's you.
Of course, yes. But you lack me, since the other Sacred Ozarus were an extension of my body. For that reason, my power is even greater than the 11 Sacred Ozarus combined.
Meanwhile, in the kingdom of the All Daishinken and Zeno-sama were very thoughtful. This has been a damn trap, and we've fallen like we're all some kinds of kids. I'll have to access my combat status like I did millions of years ago. The great Zeno-sama would begin to access his combat state, which on this occasion released a much greater power than the last time, because the energy of the 6 eliminated universes had become part of his power.
Zeno-sama's power has increased in an incredible way. I'm sure he'll be able to end that Ozarus' life in one fell swoop.
The true disappearance of Zeno-sama would become apparent. After millions of years, that's right, this was the second time to access his combat state, and it was due to the same warrior from the past. With this power, I'll end that garbage once and for all. I'm fed up, and I want to have his head on my palace as a prize.
Great Zeno-sama, feeling his power, we have nothing to worry about, because even by absorbing the energy of the 6 eliminated universes, his power has risen much more.
I don't worry about anything. Even if before that Ozarus in his prime wasn't able to do anything to me, what will he do now to me that it's sealed?
That Sacred Ozarus, with the passage of time, he'd better call himself the good-for-nothing Ozarus.
Meanwhile, on the planet Beerus, Vegeta was carrying out one of the most difficult trainings of his entire life to be able to do something against the most powerful divine beings of all the universes.
Damn, we'll always be number 2. I want to be much more powerful. I don't want to stay behind anymore.
An incredible roar would be heard all over the place, while the energy of destruction that was directed towards the Prince of the Saiyans by Beerus would be stopped by a simple aura. But something incredible would happen, since Vegeta's body was able to absorb the essence of a god of destruction, so his aura would even change to a purple color, becoming much more destructive. From a powerful roar, Vegeta would grow his aura up to the sky, and at the end, the imposing Vegeta in his doctrine of the Ultra Ego.
Well, I realize that your efforts have been worthwhile, Vegeta. You're not able to control the Ultra Instinct, but you were able to master the Ultra Ego. I don't plan to stay behind anymore, and I'll be the one who traces his destiny. I don't plan to let anything or anyone tell me what my limits are.
Mr. Vegeta, the power that you've achieved is incredible. I'm 100% that you are able to defeat all the gods of destruction with the exception of one.
What is it that you said, Whis? With the permission of one? Don't talk nonsense. The only beings who are capable of defeating me are the angels and that bastards of the kingdom of everything.
It's a pity, Vegeta. You have amazing power, but before the most powerful god of all, you still wouldn't be able to defeat him.
And tell me, Beerus-sama, who's the most powerful god of destruction?
You have it right in front of you. So you want to test 100% of all your power? You better fight with me and show me what you've learned.
I'll never had a chance to fight you since I got the power of a god, so this will be interesting.
Before you attack, Vegeta, I want you to use all your power, because if you're like Goku, I'll annihilate you with one blow. The words of Beerus had released awe-inspiring, which Vegeta's body would notice, so he would begin to tremble.
What the hell is this feeling? I see Beerus as if he were a giant while I was a simple ant.
Vegeta would raise his power to the limit, to have a balance between speed and power, so at the end he'd observe Beerus, who would raise both hands. And signal that attack, Vegeta, a little annoyed with his maximum power, would throw himself against Beerus, who began to exchange millions of blows at amazing speeds. But as surprising as it may seem, Beerus began to bend Vegeta little by little with his incredible defense.
Damn, he didn't even hit me. How am I able to know he's cornering me with his simple defense? Vegeta would take a little distance, so Beerus at that moment would stare at him. Vegeta, your power has grown in an amazing way, but it's a pity that you're still not worthy of making me use 100% of all my power. Damn, I thought that with all this power I'd be able to defeat Beerus-sama. No, I'm the Prince of the Saiyans. I'm the mighty Vegeta. Vegeta, with much more power, which his body was able to withstand, had thrown himself against Beerus. But his speed had drastically decreased, so it was impossible for him to give a blow to Beerus. Returning to Goku, he was thinking how to be able to access all the power of the sacred Ozarus. There is a way that you'll be able to get your body to accept my power, since it's not able to accept it, because previously it was one that was holding me back. What's that shape you're talking about? The Saiyans, like the Ozarus, we're able to increase our powers through pain or anger. That is our energy catalyst. What is it you want to tell me? Do you want me to suffer or have uncontrolled anger? It's the only way I can think of. Or we can have real battles. That'd be much more dangerous, and since we don't know if we'll be able to get out alive. How funny you are, Sacred Ozarus. But if you're the danger you are asking for, I have the right warrior. We will call the Apostle of Death. Even the Sacred Ozarus seemed to have gone into a bit of panic. You're crazy. I'd be crazy. Nothing. And no one knows where the Apostle of Death is. The Sacred Ozarus would remember that look, which did not express any expression. That's right, the Apostle of Death was characterized because of the murderous fist that he was able to bestow. Even the Sacred Ozarus that had faced the Apostle of Death millions of years ago was not able to defeat him. You know I like destruction, Sacred Ozarus. That's why it's my nickname, the Queen of Destruction. And it's a shame, since I've been able to summon the Apostle of Death. Goku at the moment was able to observe how a coffin had been formed by a place where they would be seeing a little surprised, but without giving it greater importance, a great whirlwind would enter the coffin. Wake up, Apostle of Death! 2 hands held the coffin. Coming out of his great long sleep at the moment of leaving, said coffin, an extremely muscular warrior could be observed, which possessed his silver hair very similar to the Ultra Instinct. Who had been able to wake me from my long sleep? Whatever it was, right now I'm thinking of ending his pathetic existence. From what I understand, it was the Golden Fur Warrior. It seemed that he wanted to measure his strength with that of the most powerful warrior in existence. Goku, be on your guard. Don't trust yourself, as this will be the battle to the death. That damn worm doesn't know what a workout is. I feel you two are exaggerating too much, since I don't feel like I exude a powerful essence. But Goku's expression would change to a much more serious one when he realized how the Apostle of Death was beginning to approach himself. And with each of his steps, the pressure that was falling all over the place was incredible. So much so that Goku had to raise a large part of all his power, simply to be able to withstand that pressure. Why are you walking away? Didn't you want to try all my power? Well, this is here in front of you! The warrior, of a great blow in the air, was able to cause a powerful fist under pressure, which was able to open a whole chest to Goku, so Goku would spit out too much blood. Ah! It hurt me! How's he able to hurt me so much in one blow? He's a monster. In this battle, your body must adapt to at least 80% of all my power. Otherwise, we'll die. But Goku wasn't able to completely recover because in front of Goku was a few centimeters from his face, the Angel of Death was staring at him. Without Goku being able to react, he was able to receive a direct blow on his stomach. But although it seemed like a simple blow, the power of the blow was overwhelming. That he was able to spit out large amounts of blood to Goku, so he couldn't stand up. He had even returned to his base state, finding himself in terrible condition. That cursed Queen of Destruction! How was she able to summon that demon? This being, I'm sure, is capable of ending Zeno-sama's life without any effort. Goku, stand up, because the Apostle of Death doesn't spare the life of any warrior, so you better get ready well. Goku in a lot of pain, even with most of his bones broken, would stand. I'll have to access the Holy Super Saiyan from the beginning. Goku would begin to try to access the Super Saiyan Sacred, but it was impossible for him due to the incredible pressure that was on his entire body. But everyone present was surprised to hear how the voice of the Apostle of Death would resonate through the place. Don't worry, take your time, because I want to end your life when I'm using 100% of all your power. This bastard's completely underestimating me, and I'm not going to let him!
Goku, with a little more tranquility, he would try to access the Super Saiyan Sacred God, starting to go through each of his transformations until acquiring his characteristic gold fur all over his body.
I'm ready, but no matter what happens, I'm not gonna die in this place, so get ready!
Goku, with his maximum power, and even the power of the Sacred Ozarus at 54% affinity, had launched themselves against the Apostle of Death. But each of their blows were useless, since the Apostle's resistance was hundreds of times more than Goku's resistance.
I hope you're done, since I've let myself get hit by millions of attacks. Now it's my turn.
Goku was not able to move, and would watch as the Apostle of Death would carry a great energy in one of his fists. But to everyone's surprise, the Apostle of Death would fade away, returning everything to normal. I thought you'd be able to do something against the Apostle of Death, since even I have been easily defeated. What the hell was that? Where did he go? The Apostle of Death possesses such great power that millions of years ago the omnipotent gods granted him a curse. A curse? What's that curse you're talking about? The Apostle of Death is only able to rise if the Goddess of Peace is able to bestow a little of her blood in his cursed coffin. But I wasn't able to see any of the other goddesses besides you. Believe it or not, millions of years ago, I was considered the Goddess of Peace and Reminiscence. So I'm the only one to invoke the Apostle of Death at will. Goku would be very surprised by the information that had been released to him. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the Whole, Zeno-sama, along with Daishinkan, had called a meeting to all the gods and angels in the place. I have to absorb all the gods and angels, as I'm sure the power of the Sacred Ozarus must be increased.
But sir, you beat him earlier.
That's right, but the rumors say that the Queen of Destruction is allied with that bastard, so I'm not gonna trust myself. I'm planning to end that Sacred Ozarus once and for all. The great Zeno-sama would begin to absorb all the warriors he had in front of him. That's right, all the gods agreed with the decision of the King of All, with the exception of the deities of Universe 7, which realized the true intentions of the High Commands. So at one point, they tried to flee, being stopped by Daishinkan.
I knew something was going on with you two damn traitorous gods, so you better be ready to surrender all your power to the great Zeno-sama, or you will be eliminated.
Beerus and Whis tried to hit the Great Priest, but the power of their blows were not enough to face the Great Daishinkan. However, Whis, being much smarter, would send a mental wave towards Goku. Mr. Goku, the King of All is absorbing all the gods to face you, and as such a Queen of Destruction, I inform you, since we are about to die at the hands of the High Priest. Goku was able to receive that signal, releasing an abysmal power. That's right, the power that Goku had been able to expel was so much that this time, even the planet where they were would begin to destroy itself due to Goku's fury. I understand that you want to finish me, dwarf, good for nothing, but I'll not let you finish with my teachers. Goku, at an unreal speed, would begin to move throughout the universe, being able to reach in a few seconds where the deities were, being able to observe Daishinkan.
Is it even worth giving your life for that damn monkey? Of course it's worth it. You guys are selfish. You just want to be the most powerful, and if someone's about to reach his powers, you annihilate him.
Daishinkan would change his expression to a much colder one, with the intention of cutting the throat of the god Beerus. But the instant he was channeling a little power, a furtive blow would begin to send him flying, being crashed against the entire kingdom of everything, while Goku would approach both deities of Universe 7. Whis, Beerus, I appreciate that you're on my side. You'll not die today since you're under my care. Both deities were surprised to see the new appearance of Goku, but Daishinkan at a speed would try to hit Goku. But everyone was surprised to realize how Goku had stretched one of his arms back, stopping the blow of Daishinkan. Even the Sacred Ozarus was stunned by such an incredible event.
I can't believe it. The ability he has to adapt my powers on another level. He has been able to master 95% of my power, and at this moment he has not used it. It's his own power. He's been the one to be the bearer of the 12 Sacred Ozarus.
Goku was very relaxed,
So with great pride, he was able to grant him a kick, which would cause Daishinkan an impressive damage. That's right, Goku's punch contained an incredible power, which is almost capable of knocking him out of combat. Where's the useless king of all? I want to measure myself against a being of my level, not against a simple guardian that doesn't serve even for warm-up. Daishinkan tried to stand up, but it was impossible. Daishinkan would use all his power, but Goku's authority was surpassed him by dozens of times. That's right, Goku's power made him kneel before him completely. This can't be happening. I'm the most powerful guardian of all king, and I possess the greatest destructive power only known below the All King. Daishinkan felt the weird terror when he noticed how a small sphere of energy was formed in Goku's palm, because despite its diminutive size, the amount of power was radiated was abysmal. I can't believe the power that Mr. Goku possesses now. What kind of training did he do? Whis. Goku's power is unmatched. But do you think he's capable of standing up to the king at all? I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly, Mr. Beerus, because Mr. Goku's power has risen in a way that has never been seen before. Goku would throw such a sneaky attack against Daishinkan, but in front of him, the powerful attack would disintegrate. That's right, Goku's power was stopped by Zeno-sama, who'd been able to assimilate all the power of the other deities. Damn deities of Universe 7, you'd be classified as the deserters, so die! The great Zeno-sama would throw hundreds of energy rays against both gods, but they were not allowed to die because the most powerful god was protecting them. That's right, Goku at an amazing speed was able to destroy each of his rays. Being able to that on the ground, the rays caused several destruction. You're my best friend, but I realize who you really are, so you better get ready. I'll finish you this very instant, you damn worm. Damn monkey, you would have remained my best friend if you hadn't had that damn ape inside you, but I offer you something. You, as its carrier, are able to get rid of it. If you do, you will remain my best friend. A big laugh would resonate all over the place. Don't make me laugh, you ignorant bastard. Do you think I'll leave my partner, my friend? He was a true friend for me, and for him, I will finish with you. Furious, Zeno-sama rushed against Goku, who began to exchange millions of blows, which even destroyed several planets of all the 12 universes, due to the amount of energy they were releasing. But in an oversight of the King of the Whole, he would be thrown to a planet, destroying it by the power of the impact. Yeah, what the hell? I've been able to absorb all the gods. Should it be happening? You've become too confident, King of All. Since that power, you're not able to master it, and that'll be your downfall. Goku, being about to finish with the king completely, a powerful warrior which was sealed in the body of Zeno-sama would stop the blow of Goku, which even surprised the sacred Ozarus since he was able to recognize it immediately. I can't believe it. How's that damn Zeno-sama able to have a Gaii, the powerful annihilator god that's sealed in his body? Stupid Zeno-sama. You've offered me the power of the guardian angels and the sacred scrolls if I would save your life. That's right. Now, let me get well and I'll give you your pay. I swear I'll keep it. Goku, stop him. Don't let me give him the power of the angels or the power of the sacred scrolls. This is bad. Ancient combination of the sacred Ozaru. The power of Goku would rise much more, and the Ozaru's fur would be of a purple color. His fur would also change from golden to purple. The power which he was releasing was madness. The whole place was starting to fill with a thunderstorm, which was capable of even almost ending Daishinkan's life. But Gaii would save him. I don't know who that warrior is, but he was able to save Zeno-sama. His power is even greater than the authentic King of All. I can realize that, Whis, since even Goku's releasing much more power, and that only means one thing, that his opponent this time is formidable. Of a great explosion, it's possible to observe Goku with his new power, which released and absolutely imposing, would begin to walk in front of that warrior who had a large armor all over his body, even on the head of a red. So, you're the warrior who's able to put the useless Zeno in trouble. You're lucky he didn't order me to finish you. I don't mind if I order it or not. I'll plan to finish you, damn worm, since I won't let you get hold of the sacred scrolls. Ha 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 ha! Do you really think you have the power to stop me? You're just a kid if I compare you to me, so you better get over it before I change my mind. Goku, with a great determination, would throw a powerful blow in his face, which to his surprise was not able to do anything to him, but would make him angry in an amazing way. So Goku at this moment had received the most powerful blow in his entire life, falling to the ground with multiple injuries. It hurts a lot. How's he able to hurt me with so much in one blow? Who is this warrior? Gaii, the annihilating god, a being who's able to give battle to the apostle of death. Goku was surprised to learn that the warrior he had in front of him was able to fight an even match with the apostle of death. Damn, so how do you want me to defeat him? I don't have the necessary power to defeat him. Try to stop him and end Zeno-sama's life, as the king of all is the only one who can access the hold of the sacred scrolls. I understand, although doing that will be throwing a beast at us, but we'll do it, because if he has those scrolls, I'm sure his power will increase much more. Goku would be trying to determine who would begin to exchange millions of blows with the god, but despite trying to end the life of Zeno-sama, Gaii would not allow it, because he was able to predict every one of his moves. So Goku would take distance and communicate telepathically with Whis. Whis, I'll grant you 90% of all my power, and I'll only distract him. I want you to finish with the king of the hole, so that this warrior will not be able to get the scrolls. But Mr. Goku, your power is so great, I don't think I can stand it. Whis, I trust you yourself, since there's nothing greater than the power of self-confidence. I'm counting on you. Goku would transmit 90% of his power to Whis. Goku's power had decreased considerably, since this time he was only using the power of the sacred Ozarus. Ha 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 ha! You have reached your limit? If now I don't possess the sacred scrolls, I have this power. Imagine when I'll get hold of those secrets. It's a shame. That dwarf took all the scrolls to the grave. Gaii, noticing how Whis' arms radiated with surprising power, would try to stop him, but it was too late since Whis was able to connect that furtive blow, turning the king completely into ashes, leaving absolutely nothing of it. Gaii, furious, would try to end Whis' life, but Goku with a big kick was able to move him away a few meters, so he would quickly use teleportation, leaving together with Whis and Beerus. Gaii, furious, would expel all his power, so even Daishinkan seemed to be turned to dust. Damn it, it was the warrior that Zeno-sama released. His power is so great that I'm not able to assimilate it. Gaii would control himself, reducing his power so he would watch Daishinkan. You priest, you'll be my subordinate from today. Gaii would grant him a small portion of all his power, so the great priest felt like an amazing power ran through his whole body. That's right, while for Gaii it was a small part, for Daishinkan it was the most amazing power that he had ever felt running through his body before. I promise to serve you for the rest of eternity, and help you finish the Son Goku dam. So, his name's Son Goku. I plan to make him suffer in the worst way possible. He'll be begging to end his pathetic life. Meanwhile, in the dimension of the sacred Ozarus, everyone present had arrived, finding the Queen of Destruction. Oh, how funny all that was. I was able to watch you fight with Gaii, and I thought you had died millions of years ago. I thought the same thing, but he was able to protect Zeno-sama in exchange for the sacred scrolls. And that's why they finished with that useless Zeno-sama. But now they'll have a lion chasing them since Gaii won't stop till they're dead. Don't worry, we'll become very powerful and we're not going to allow that damn worm to finish us off. Joining you after millions of years has been the best decision I could have ever made. You've made things very interesting. Goku would immediately begin to meditate to be able to recover all the power he had transmitted to Whis, while the Queen of Destruction would help them heal their wounds and stare at them. I'm not going to get bored in this place. I will be the one to train this angel and this god. Well, did you even train us? I don't know who it is, but I'm able to feel an incredible power coming from inside. For your information, I'm the Queen of Destruction. It will be I who created the energy that you use, the powerful energy of destruction. The Queen of Destruction, being a sadist, would begin to emanate an energy similar to that of destruction. So the most powerful god would try to retain all the energy with your aura. In order to realize what the difference in level was, two powerful energies began to collide, but the Queen of Destruction could be observed with a great smile while Beerus was taking his body to the limit to be able to do something against his opponent. The power of the Queen of Destruction is incredible! I can't believe it! So this is the oldest power of destruction. The Queen of Destruction would diminish all her power, but she would flatter Beerus. For a simple god, your fighting spirit is unbreakable, and that makes me proud of you. I promise to turn you both into very powerful warriors. It is our pleasure for us to be trained by someone as powerful as you are. In that case, let's start with the training, since I'm sure Gaii wouldn't stay with his arms crossed. The Queen of Destruction would begin to train both warriors, while in the Kingdom of the Whole, Gaii was very thoughtful, while at the moment he would enter his palace.
Mighty God Gaii, I've been able to pinpoint the location of those damn bastards.
Are you sure about what you're telling me, priest?
That's right, my lord. I'm completely sure, as I've been able to feel the power of one of my children's traitors.
In that case, let's end this war once and for all. To start with our new empire, tell me the location.
Apparently they're located in a dimensional rift on the outskirts of the 12 universes.
It doesn't matter if you hide inside dimensions, we'll end up with you damn good-for-nothings. Especially with you, Goku. Gaii, with an incredible power, was able to break the same space, being able to even reach where everyone else was. But to Daishankin's surprise, the power of both deities has risen in an incredible way.
What? How's it possible that the power of the two of you has risen in such an incredible way in such a short period of time?
Father, this is known as time dilation. While for you it was only a short time, we've been training in this place for months.
No matter what they've trained, they'll be able to beat me, and only one of the two sides will come to this place alive.
Gaii, the annihilating god. But you know, I have your nemesis. Let's see if you remember the Apostle of Death. The Queen of Destruction would quickly summon the Apostle of Death, who would come out of his coffin in an epic way, observing the first place to Gaii, remembering the hundreds of battles they had in the past.
Gaii, the end of your era has led. I'm not going to let you escape like you did in our last battle. What a poor power you have. I'm sure that this time I'm able to annihilate you without any effort. You don't possess any incredible power that you used to possess.
However, while Gaii was mocking, the Apostle of Death was able to connect a powerful knee to his face, sending him flying thousands of kilometers, while Daishankin had launched himself against both deities. Your final test has arrived. You'll be able to beat the High Priest, and we will be able to move to the next level. Meanwhile, Goku had been able to completely merge with each of the 12 sacred Ozarus, managing to expand his power in a way never seen before. But he was still assimilating the energy charge because he was not able to completely dominate it, and a simple failure of his power, he was able to make it lose control and even explode. I trusted the power of my friends. If the Queen of Destruction has summoned the Apostle of Death, they'll give me enough time. The battle on both sides was very close, but as surprising as it may seem, Gaii would begin to bend the power of the Apostle of Death the more the battle went on.
What's going on? Weren't you able to finish me off? Your power, instead of growing, started to decrease. You're not the right opponent to face me.
My power? What happens to my body? I'm able to beat this guy, and now I'm not even able to give him an effective hit. Gaii, with a powerful blow to his stomach, was able to make him fall to the ground. The Apostle, at the moment of standing up, would spit out large amounts of blood, but without being able to recover completely, Gaii had thrown a powerful energy laser at him. But the Apostle, with his incredible defense, was able to withstand it, but the laser had created hundreds of catastrophes all over the place.
I don't have the power I used to possess. I've become weak.
But at the moment, the Queen of Destruction would stand in front of him and touch his cheek gently. My darling, how long have you been able to regain consciousness?
But if you're the Sifir, the Queen of Peace, all my life I've been in search for you.
I thought you'd always be in control because of the destruction power you possessed, but apparently Gaichi's punches were able to overcome you. The powerful god Gaii would throw a powerful attack against both, but the Apostle would quickly turn around, receiving the attack squarely, so he'd fall to the ground.
It's not even the Apostle of Death is capable of giving me battle. I'm the most powerful warrior of all the universes, and of everything existing. But a hand would touch his shoulder while a surprising pressure seemed to crush him. Gaii would release a surprising power to be able to counteract the pressure, but despite this, one of his knees had touched the ground. I won't let you do anything to my subordinates. Goku, with a powerful blow, which is almost capable of knocking him out of combat, had sent him flying millions of kilometers, walking slowly towards both and stretching out one of his hands. Don't worry, I'll take care of these worms myself now. Goku had been able to get them to fully recover, so from a very cold look, he'd observed Daishinkan. You're a pathetic father. You're able to wipe out your own children in order to become the king of everything. Now I'll annihilate you. But Gaii would appear in front of Goku, so both began to exchange multiple blows. But this time Goku's power had shot up, which Gaii had realized because he was not able to grant him any accurate blow. Damn it, what's happening? The most powerful warrior of all these multiverses cannot be humiliated by a simple Saiyan. He's not a simple Saiyan, as he is the barrier of the 12 sacred Ozarus. It doesn't matter that I'm the carrier. I was always able to give them battle. With a much smaller being, I'd be able to pulverize it. From what I can tell is that you possess the power to destroy universes with enormous ease, but you're not able to defeat me. How interesting. Gaii would pounce against Goku, but Goku with a very serious look would connect a powerful blow to his stomach. You have no chance against Mia, but I'll show you the true power of the 12 sacred Ozarus fused with me. Goku would start to expel his power. Catastrophes all over the 12 universes were happening, even Universe 7. Whose power is this? His pressure even seems to crush us. For all the 12 universes, one could observe a gigantic Ozaru, purple in color, and at the moment of a big explosion, one could observe Goku with completely purple fur. Gaii, it's time to end your miserable life. You won't get the sacred scrolls. The power of this warrior is incredible. How have you been able to ally yourself with him? Believe it or not, you beat him with incredible ease, but his level of learning is amazing. The battle of both warriors would begin, but from the beginning, the clear difference in power could be observed, because while Gaii granted 5 blows to Goku, Goku was able to grant him 15 and much more power. So the more the battle went on, Gaii began to decrease his ki considerably. You're not the right opponent to measure yourself against me, but I plan to humiliate you so that you take this humiliation to the other world. Meanwhile, in the Battle of the Deities, Whis and Beerus were able to corner Daishinkan, even to the point of Daishinkan being on the ground very badly injured. This can't be happening. I'm the Supreme Beast. I can't be defeated by 2 simple deities from Universe 7. Daishinkan, you took the wrong team, and the wrong way. From evil, so we have no choice but to end your life. Father, it's a pity that our fate has ended this way. Daishinkan, before he could say anything, would be evaporated by an incredible attack, which had left absolutely nothing of the same. I congratulate you. In your next training, you'll have to be able to defeat me. Queen of Destruction, we're not on the same level yet, but I promise that very soon we'll catch up and fight at that level. Meanwhile, with the Goku of battle, was completely dominating, because Gaii was no longer able to do anything. However, in his entire body, he was channeling all his power to create a huge explosion, in order to wipe out all the other warriors present. If I'm not able to beat you with my punches, I'm sure you're not able to withstand an explosion of all my destructive power. All this, he would tell him while he was being massacred by the beating that Goku was giving him. The time has come to end your cursed life. I hope you're prepared and send a greeting to the useless Zen. But all over the place, an amazing power was perceived, while the whole place began to be destroyed. That's right, the power that Gaii had been able to collect was an outrage, so a big explosion could be observed all over the universe. Sacred protection of the sacred Ozarus! A very powerful barrier was able to protect absolutely everyone present. Gaii, he even sacrificed his life and wasn't able to stand up to this powerful warrior. Goku would start walking towards everyone present, but he was able to notice how the whole place they were in seemed to explode. Master, apparently the explosion of Gaii was so powerful as to leave in simple ruins the habitat of the sacred Ozarus. That's bad timing, because if you're not in this place, you won't be able to become much more powerful and you won't be able to live anywhere.
Master, don't worry. We'll be where you are, since you are our carrier, and you'll be our home.
In that case, it's time to go back to the 12 universes and put an order that really serves in this rotten world. All the warriors returned to the 12 universes, in which they realized that there was no god or angel, so everything seemed in absolute chaos. Goku, don't worry. Just like I told you before I was listed as the Queen of Destruction, I was also known as the Goddess of Peace. That goddess, which was called the Goddess of Destruction, would begin to raise a large part of her power, with which hundreds of planets would begin to return to normal, as well as the life of the gods and angels. So everyone was surprised, but Whis, possessing a power equal to or even greater than Daishinken, would take a step forward. Gods and my brothers, I know you must be confused, but at this moment, the pillars Daishinken and Zeno have died, having selfish ideas. That's right, since no good ruler would take the life of his gods. Moreover, you must be a second family. So from now on, the new rulers of the 11 universes will be Beerus and Whis, and like them, we will have a great authority.
As you command, and we're grateful that you have allowed us to come back to life.
And don't worry, but this time go home, because I want to see my family and eat something very delicious. Each of the deities would leave for their respective territories, so Beerus, Whis, and Goku had gone to the planet Earth, in which they all shared a great banquet in celebration of Son Goku's victory.
Kakarot, I want to witness the power of the sacred Ozarus.
It's okay, Vegeta. I don't feel like fighting because the sacred Ozarus would be able to end your life with a single blow. Goku was able to expel a little of his power, and at the moment, the great silhouette of the sacred Ozarus could be observed by all the universes, just as a great roar would back it up, demonstrating the incredible power that was sleeping in Son Goku's body.
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.